First collect these things.
They all started collecting dried leaves and small pebbles from there. Rohit Bhaiya brought a big tub and kept it in the garden. All the children started putting the chosen items in the tub.
Rohit Bhaiya, dried leaves, pebbles and soil have been mixed in this tub.
Yes, now we may have trouble making arts object from. We should separate all these substances.
I liked Aman's suggestion. We can separate all these substances.
What is separation?
Sahil, when we separate a substance from any mixture, it is known as separation of substances.
Rohit thought that
there are two types of mixtures. Homogeneous mixture, a mixture whose components are soluble in each other. For example, when sugar is added to water, it dissolves, showing no signs of two different mixtures. Other such examples are mixture of milk, which contains water, and cream, mixture of toothpaste. Heterogeneous mixture, a mixture whose components are not soluble in each other. For example, when oil is mixed in water, it doesn't get dissolved. Other examples of heterogeneous mixture are mixture of sand and pebbles, salad, etc.
Find some other examples around us where we can separate substances in a similar way?
Yes, when my mother brings vegetables from the market in a bag, all the vegetables are mixed together. I take them out of the bag and keep them in separate baskets.
When my father cooks rice, he first cleans the rice grains, then he removes small pebbles by hand and then separate other impurities by washing them with water.
Oh wow! You all gave very good examples. All threshing and sedimentation are also used to separate substances.
Rohit Bhaiya pulled out some pebbles from the tub in his fist. Along with the pebbles, some sand also came into his hand. He opened his fist, he blew on his hand, and all the sand flew away, and the pebbles remained in his hand.
Oh wow, this also happens even when wheat grains are cleaned in the house. All the lighter particles fly away.
And this process is called winnowing. When two components are separated with the help of wind, that process is called winnowing. Can anyone explain what happens in this process?
Rohit Bhaiya, with the help of air, light substances are removed and heavy substances remain there.
Aman is right. This process is mostly used to remove impurities from the crops.
And what is the process of threshing?
You must have seen the wheat or rice fields. The grains of wheat or rice which are planted are dried in the sun and tied in a bundle and then beaten up. During this time, the grains are separated from the plant. This process is sometimes done with the help of bulls or machines. This process is called threshing.
Oh wow, all of this is very interesting. What a fun class this was. We collected things for the art exhibition and we also came to know about the processes of separation of materials such as handpicking, threshing, winnowing and sieving. When dad makes tea, he filters the tea leaves out of it and separates it.
So what do you think? Is this also a method of separating substances?
Yes, Rohit Bhaiya, in this method too, two types of substances are being separated. The only difference is that one of the substance is liquid and the other one is solid.
Sabina is right. In this way, when the substances are separated from a mixture using a sieve, the process is called sieving. Can anyone tell me where else this type of process is seen?
Yes, we separate the impurities from the flour by sieving before making the chapati.
I have also seen a large sieve at the construction site. It helps separate the pebbles from the sand.
Very good. Separation of substances is done.
Sedimentation and decantation. Sedimentation is the process of separation of insoluble solids from liquids when the solids are heavier than the liquid. If we allow such a mixture to stand for some time, the solids tend to settle down. The liquid forms a clear layer at the top. If we remove the top layer without disturbing the settled solids, we can separate the liquid from solids. The process of settling of heavy solids at the bottom is called sedimentation. Decantation. The removal of clear layer of liquid without disturbing the settled solids is called decantation.
separation of a mixture can be done by decantation. But can we separate all the mixtures by the process of decantation? Let us perform an activity to understand this. Take freshly prepared tea. Decant tea from tea leaves. Look at the decanted tea. What do you see? You will see that a few leaves are still in your tea. Thus, we can conclude that we cannot separate all the mixtures by the process of decantation. Then how do we separate all the tea leaves from the tea? Now take a strainer and pour the tea through it. Observe both tea and the strainer. What do you see in the strainer? You will see that all the tea leaves remain in the strainer. This process of separation of a mixture with the help of a strainer or a filter is called filtration. We will now perform an activity to learn about the process of filtration. Take soil and water mixture in a glass beaker. Now take a small piece of cotton cloth. Take another glass beaker and put the cloth on top of it. Now pour the mixture through the cloth. What do you observe? You will observe that soil particles remained in the cloth while the water passes through the cloth and gets collected in the second beaker. Do you know why? This is because cotton cloth acts as a filter. Let us learn how a cotton cloth acts as a filter. In a piece of cloth, small holes or pores are there in between the woven threads. It is actually these small pores that act as a filter. The soil particles are bigger in size than these pores, so they cannot pass through these pores and remain in the cloth, while water molecules, being smaller than the pore size of the cloth, can easily pass through the cloth. Thus, by using a filter, we can separate out components of a mixture. We have learned that clothes act as a filter. Apart from clothes, a filter paper is another type of filter that has very fine pores in it. Let us learn how to filter substances by using a filter paper. A filter paper is folded in the form of a cone. This folded filter paper is fixed onto a funnel. The mixture to be separated is then poured on the filter paper. Solid particles in the mixture do not pass through it and remain on the filter, while the liquid can easily pass through it and gets separated from the solid particles. In this way, we can filter liquid from a mixture by using a filter paper.
It gets converted into vapors. The process of conversion of water into its vapor is called evaporation. Here is a beaker containing salty water. What will happen if we boil such solution for a longer time? You will observe evaporation of water. When whole water gets converted into vapors, you will observe salt at the bottom. The vapors are cooled to form water, which is collected in another beaker. The process of conversion of vapor into water is called condensation. With the help of evaporation and condensation, it is possible to separate components of solution. For this method to work, different components must have different boiling point. Boiling point is a temperature at which liquid substance get converted into vapor form. We use this method to separate salt from seawater. Basically, seawater is captured in shallow pits. The sunlight heat the water and slowly water gets evaporated. After complete evaporation of water, we get salt free from water. It is then further purified to be used in a food as common salt.
is on a school break. He helps his mother do the house chores. He cleans the dishes after their meal. He uses a dishwashing liquid and dissolves it in water. Michael cleans the toilet. He mixes the toilet cleaner with a liter of water. Michael cleans the car using liquid car soap. He mixes the soap with a pail of water. Did you notice in each situation, Michael used water to dissolve the soap for washing the dishes, cleaning the toilet, and washing the car? Water is a very important compound in our daily life. Water can dissolve many types of substances more than any other liquid, so it is called a universal solvent. In addition to domestic uses, water is also an important solvent used in different manufacturing industries that produce foods, drinks, medicines, detergents, and textiles. Water is also important in agriculture. It is used to prepare liquid fertilizers, pesticides, and herbicides. In hydroponics, the roots of plants are immersed in solutions with dissolved minerals for easy absorption. Water is also important to all living things. Water dissolves and transports many substances in our body, such as digested food and waste products. Water also helps plants transport food and dissolved minerals. The dissolved oxygen in water enables aquatic organisms to live in water.